New York on number 22, the rookie guard out of Iowa. Here is the MVP, Breanna Stewart, going right to her.
Well, they'll let her handle all the action she plays off of.
This Fever offense turned it over 25 times in their opener. Wheeler can't get her first shot to go.
Caitlin.
Nice hands there from Stewart as Vandersloot comes away with a turnover. Ionescu catch and shoot, her three off the mark for Indiana.
Caitlin coming off that 20-point performance right here, handling the physicality of Laney.
Some better looks than she did on Tuesday. Indiana struggled to free her up at times. New York's had some wide open perimeter shots in. Ionescu knocks a newcomer, and Katie Lou Samuelson had it knocked away. Boston able to fall on it, finds its way to Clark. Extra pass to Samuelson, wasn't ready.
I think Indiana looks much more comfortable already tonight than they did against Connecticut.
Turned it over twice. Smith on the left block. Can't get it to go. Boston the offensive rebound through the trees. The stick back. Clark, step back, hand off Boston. She'll give it back to her. Good ball movement. Samuelson's open, and she delivers with a three. Boston gonna have quite the assignment trying to chase Jones around the perimeter as Stewart turns and hits.
Possessions for New York is not good for Indiana's defense. New York is too efficient. See right there, that would be 2 points.
A year ago. Samuelson on the drive, gets inside, spins it over to Boston, who draws the foul. Dojkic has checked in for her first minutes with the Liberty. Here's Ionescu right to the rim.
That's such a good.
Boston has the size advantage on Stewart, turns and puts it up too strong. Offensive rebound and the putback. Franchise record 32 wins a season ago.
See, the step-up screen gets the switch, and that's where Kelsey.
Last played in the WNBA before this year in Minnesota in 2019. Ionescu finds some space on Tuesday. This building is just waiting to erupt at that first three-pointer as laney-hamilton through traffic. Tough fit. Cross-court pass. Samuelson, a corner three. She knocks it down.
Wrong side. Katie Lou Samuelson open on the backside.
Here's Stewart on a step back and answers with a triple.
Come on.
Huge part of it. And Lynn Dunn talking about her skill set, saying, Pullis alongside Debbie Antonelli, Kelsey Casper, I'm Pat Boylan. And here is Nalissa Smith on the drive and the finish. Opener on Tuesday. Dojkic driving by Clark, who had to tie her up, and it is a jump ball. New York gets a bucket out of it. Liberty have led by as many as 10 here so far. Clark finds some space.
Space right here, 5 out.
Wheeler trying to isolate, working on Vandersloot. That's a tough look, and Wheeler rattles it home.
That's a good call for
Tuesday night when they turned it over 25 times. Burke gets around Smith to the rim, and a nice finish for Kennedy.
Get up the floor quickly.
Wallace driving into Ionescu, using the other side of the rim. Pretty finish.
And look at Fagbenle run ahead of the basketball.
Whole corner three, she knocks it down.
Very grateful that somebody like Caitlin Clark, when no one was watching, was working on her jump shot.
How many people are going to tune in to the WNBA maybe here for the first time tonight as Mitchell gets inside, leaves that one short. Perhaps they'll see a break.
Trust her research.
Here's Wallace off balance, draws the foul, and Christy Wallace will head. Have you ever met an Australian that wasn't friendly?
No, I haven't.
It has a size advantage on Mitchell, not able to take advantage of it. Ionescu off balance three.
Not sure about that one.
Jones high-low, it's Stewart's.
6-4 out around one with Aaliyah Boston in this lineup on the floor offensively.
Everything running through Stewart so far, and she's cashing in. Indiana.
Look at the ISO right here, one-on-one.
Boston on Jones. Boston ducks in. Oh, and Stewart comes out of. Story of persistence, perseverance. Back here in the WNBA 5 years later. And laney-hamilton from the mid-range.
She gets, as Stewie at the rim says no.
And here is laney-hamilton, the step through and draws the foul. So that's the
MVP of the league, but Breanna Stewart's going to have a lot to say about that, and so is Alyssa Thomas.
Liberty was 2 days ago. His daughter Aaliyah was born back in August. Washington and New York needed every single one of them.
Mitchell gave it up but had a mismatch. He got a boomerang pass it right back to her and let her go to work.
Jones pulls down the offensive rebound. And Clark, bounce pass. There's Boston. Clark right back into Boston. Boston the patience, and Boston lays it in. Anna Stewart looking to put the finishing touches on a marvelous first. One final look as Mitchell turns on the Jets. Little scoop shot leaves it short. Boston's put back, not in time.
An example of the explosion in the open floor by Kelsey.
Fever held to just 35% from the floor in that first half. As Samuelson, deep position, lays it in.
Great call to start the
turnovers. Courtney Vandersloot at point guard. That tends to be a trend your teams have as Stewart right back to work. And at least right now, Christie sides just.
Sabrina Ionescu doing a much better job at that time defending Katie Lou on that inverted box post up.
Smith hounding Vandersloot inside for Stewart. And on a second effort, Stewart cashes in. Austin can't finish underneath. We'll work it back out to Wheeler. Shot clock down to 1. Smith doesn't get it off in time. It's a 24-second violation. Vandersloot drives on Clark, puts on the brakes and finishes. Austin driving it back at Jones and a bank shots.
That's a really great.
16 second chance points here tonight. Stewart fading, firing, and she's got it going.
NCAA championships at UConn. 4 times she was the MVP of the Final Four, the most outstanding player.
Points in her 4 games against the Fever last year, including a 42-point effort. Here's Stewart. And finally a miss. Vegas, Seattle. Laney fires inside. There's Jones, who can't get it to go.
A little bit more to try to collapse the defense and try to get some of your actions to work.
Mitchell catch and shoot, delivers on a 3.
Or you can put Kelsey.
Laney on a backdoor cut, had it deflected. Jones pulls it down. Stewart extra pass. Vandersloot delivers on a 3-ball her own.
That's the way you look at Indiana. This is a veteran group in New York, and she's saying we don't have the timing down right. It'd be hard to get a bunch of new players to get the timing down.
Just searching for stops here on the defensive end. They're just trading baskets lately. Laney-Hamilton way off the mark on a 3, but it's 10. They've outscored Indiana by 16 on second chance points as Laney-Hamilton draws the foul.
Erica Wheeler.
Wheeler, who came back to Indiana to start last season. And I think every point guard would do, and they see a player like Clark join the get anything going consistently offensively.
That's a new set, though, we had not seen. And there is Sabalou running the floor ahead of the ball.
Back Bentley into a double team, and Stewart called for the foul.
Oh, there's a switch. That's not good for Caitlin.
Ionescu, a deep 3 off the mark. And Clark pulls.
Time assistant.
Mitchell drive it into a triple team, gets it up and draws the foul.
Right in. When you can make plays in a tight space, which is what she's had to do most of her career, now she's going to have a really good at. Great ball pressure on the top of the floor.
Ionescu driving into Wheeler, off balance shots. Boston pulls down 19 from the perimeter. In a game where they are up by 20. Clark on the drive, gets inside and draws the foul.
But the speed of the game, that's an example of it right there.
Yeah. 6 assists, 6 rebounds. And there's Fagbenle into the passing lane. And Fagbenle misses the alone. There's Febish battling inside. Febish just flips it up there. Shot won't go. We'll touch that one. Clark. Clark, step back 3. Knocks it down.
Or the expectation? Which one is higher for Caitlin? Especially with everything that she has helped the league transform into in this season. Guard Caitlin Clark.
Oh, bounce pass, extra pass, swing at Berger, and Berger is fouled by Stewart. That'll be, but when you've got vision like that, she's going to translate really well right away. Clark bounces, and Indiana didn't get a shot off. That clock runs down.
But they will adjust, and they're going to be better for her as her time gets more, as she becomes more productive with her time.
Indiana cut a 23-point deficit down to 11. Smith's been quiet tonight. They can't get that one to go.
Timeout, and that's 3 empty possessions.
No look. Stewart fouled and one.
Acrobatic finish by Stewart.
We now have pull it down. There's Vandersloot to grab the rebound. Inside, Jonquel Jones is home free.
Oh, wow.
So Clark picks up her fifth. One more, she'll be done. Ionescu launches and buries a three. Their accomplishments last year, an overtime loss as Clark sets up Boston. Jones, beautiful find. Ionescu on the finish. Already have the first 12 points to start the fourth quarter as Smith hits a fadeaway. Laney-Hamilton switch on to Smith. And right back inside, it's Jones for two more. MVPs, Jonquel Jones, the MVP in 2021. Mitchell misses on a three. Second efforts. Couple good. Three posts for Smith. He's called for a foul. Scheduled in Indiana, so important to keep into context here as Laney-Hamilton misses. Offensive rebound and
Timing, the rhythm of your offense. The rhythm. Nigel Laney making Caitlin Clark work for everything.
Shot clock down to two. Wheeler has to hoist. Smith pulled it down, and it's a shot clock. It is to win when that happens. Well, New York's taken 13 more shots than the Fever have here tonight. And there's 14, and it's a Kennedy Burke. Finds Boston underneath. The switch on to Burke. And Boston didn't get it up there. It's another shot. Last season, 13 wins. As Vandersloot finds some space and connects.
To the nail. Much talent there is in this WNBA, right? With the new eyes coming to the league, you need to know how as shots, where she went 12 for 21 from the floor, and she scored in every.
Clark in Indiana and the Liberty. It's just a nearly flawless performance here from Indianapolis as Berger off balance gets that one to go.
I mean, especially when Indiana cut it to 11 and they went on that late run here in the fourth quarter. Indiana never went on a run.
She'll be the first to admit that, but even on her off night, she's impactful, even as a rookie. As Thornton dials up impactful here in this game. But as the season continues, Thornton, another corner three, gets it to go.
Rhythm. It's a dead ball called set.
Saxton steps into a three, rattles out.
How to win is a really important factor in this league because there are highly competitive, elite-level athletes with skill sets.
Here of a home opener that certainly didn't go the way the Fever wanted it to. A much bigger picture here for this young group. Great, the brightest young core of players. 100% Indiana Fever. As Dojkic hits a three in New York. Into triple digits as they does all New York Liberty in that fourth quarter. Liberty winning.